Democrats demanding health care be treated as a human right.
End the international disgrace of the United States being the only major country on earth not to guarantee health care to all people as a right.
Health care as a human right?
Health care is a basic human right.
I am running to declare once and for all that health care is a fundamental right.
But their 2020 platform sounds identical to policies already tried and now failing in the collapsed socialist state of Venezuela. So, should Americans want that? Joining us now is the president of the Heartland Institute and former Kansas Congressman Tim Huelskamp. Tim, thanks for being here. If socialism was on trial, Venezuela and its constitution would be Exhibit 1A. Here's what the Constitution says, quote, health is a fundamental social right and obligation of the state. The property and public health services are owned and cannot be privatized. Tim, what are the socialist Democrats in our country missing?
Well, they're missing the absolute tragedy and failure of socialism so many places. It has been tried and failed, and Venezuela, as you note, is exhibit number one. Millions are fleeing from Venezuela, and they have a 1,000,000% poverty. This is what happens when you inflict socialism on a society, and just the idea that these Democrat politicians, every major Democrat political candidate for president is talking about implementing socialism in this country through the Green New Deal. It's tragic, and it would be a massive failure in this country as well.
Yeah, take a look at these wild headlines. The first one, sick people in Venezuela taking dog medicine because pharmacies are empty. Venezuelans travel to border for vaccinations as Colombia works to prevent outbreak, and Venezuelan migrants find hope and health care on U.S. hospital ship. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't want to see headlines like that here in the U.S. Why this push? Why don't they see this?
Well, I think you've had a tragic march to the left in the Democrat Party, and don't forget, Bernie Sanders, an avowed socialist, almost won. Some would argue he did win the nomination until it was stolen from him, right. And back in 2016. I mean, this is a gentleman who honeymooned in the Soviet Union. You'd think he'd learned something there about the brutal days of socialism and Marxism, but it's on the march in the Democrat Party, and certainly among millennials across the country, we see that uptick in support for socialism, which is tragic and very scary.
And healthcare is going to be the key issue in the 2020 campaign. We just might want to disavow ourselves of a notion otherwise. You have all these Democrats saying we need government-run healthcare. In your estimation, Tim, what would government-run healthcare look like here in the U.S.?
Well, it would be disastrous. It would look like the post office together with Amtrak and the VA, which is massive wait times and rationing and government control. I think most Americans think health care is too important to be left to the federal government, and they failed at everything they've tried. And what we need instead is free enterprise. We need consumer choice. We need patient choice and opportunity, and we can deliver that here in America. It's a matter of having freedom and opportunity in our healthcare system, whether it's Hillary Care, Obamacare, or Medicare for all, or what we see in Venezuela today or in Cuba today. The socialist paradise never exists, and right. But we will hopefully have a big debate of that in 2020, as every major Democrat candidate is going to be promoting the Green New Deal and socialism for all.
And we've already seen some people walking back. Senator Harris there in California walking back some of her comments at that very rally that we showed. Tim Huelskamp, thanks so much for being here and giving us your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you.